Greetings and welcome back to Success Loops and the next episode of Instrumental Inspiration, where we take the tried and tested wisdom from well-known mentors and we make it easily accessible through the magical medium of music with live recorded loops. Today we're going to be looking at Neale Donald Walsch, and we're going to be looking at his 4 fundamental questions for grounding and for gaining perspective. Because so often in life we lose perspective because all the BS that flies in our faces, and that in turn triggers our BS. And so let's cut all the BS. Let's start with the 4 questions posed by Neale Donald Walsch.
The Big Cigar.
Question number 1. Who am I? Who am I? Pretty straightforward question, isn't it? Good thing we're not asking Jim Carrey, because I think his response would be, I don't exist. Who am I? Let's get back to what Neale Donald Walsch actually had to say. Neale Donald Walsch said basically he's an individuation of source, which I believe, kind of think what he's meaning there is that he is direct from God. He is an individuation from the creator of all things. He's part and parcel and connected to that. Big question is what is your definition of yourself, your absolute self? Not just yourself that gets applied by your five senses of the physical around you. How do you see yourself? So it's a bit more deeper than just what taking it at face value. So let's put down the first question as a loop, which is, who am I? Right, so we have that first loop down. Who am I? Okay, good, I'm happy with that. Who am I? How do you see yourself? Are you happy with who you are? Are you comfortable with who you are? Or do you see yourself as a bit of a weirdo? Do you see yourself as a creep? Let's get on to question number 2. Question number 2, where am I? Neale Donald Walsch basically says right now he's in the realm of the physical and the relative, okay, which that kind of makes sense. So how do you see yourself at the moment? Do you see something more than just than the realm of the physical and the relative? What are the resources you see around yourself? What's the potential of the place that you're at right now? Cool, so let's put down question number 2. Let's put it down as a loop. Here we go. Let's start. Question number 1. There it is. That's the who am I. We're now going to record where am I. Here we go. Let's get now to question number 3. Why am I here? Neale Donald Walsch basically says, why is he here? He's here to express himself as the grandest version of his greatest vision. Okay, the grandest version of his greatest vision. So now the question is what is your grandest version of your greatest vision? What's your potentials? Where do you see yourself as in this placement of being here? Is there some kind of purpose and intention that you can write down. Cool, so that is question number 3. Why am I here? Let's put down question number 3 is why we are here. Let's start the loop. Question number 3. Last question, question number 4. What is it that I'm here to do? Neale Donald Walsch basically says to seek opportunity and to act out his intention conscientiously. So now, what is it that you're here to do? What is your rhyme and reason? What is your purpose? Do you have a vision statement, a mission statement? Do you have an intention? It's important to be able to see these things, and I think this is the kind of grounding and perspective that Neale Donald Walsch is actually talking about. What opportunities are you seeking to act out while you are here? What do you reckon are your lessons that you're meant to learn? What are the opportunities? What is it that you have? Because everybody is different. What is it that you have that sets you apart from everyone else, which is your unfair advantage, and that could serve not just you, but the people around you? Cool. So that is question number 4. What is it I'm here to do? So let's get ready to sum up. Summing up basically is, in my books, would be to be aware and present with clarity on your purpose and to take conscious action towards that. I think that's a good sum up. All right, so we basically looked at all of this Neale Donald Walsch's four questions, and I think they're basically very good at giving us grounding and much needed grounding and perspective. So let's end off. Let's get to the song. Before we do, if you liked what you saw and got something out of it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like these, hit that subscribe button, particularly the bell right next to it, because then you'll get alerted to when the next video drops. And if there's any suggestions or comments, try me. I will reply. So test me. Leave something in the comments, and I'll get back to you. All right, out we go. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. You're so very special. You know you're so special. Oh, I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. The hell am I doing here? Do I even belong here? Oh, do we even belong here?
The Big Cigar.